and welcome to the GabeSimmer Podcast. And yeah, just welcome back. I'm just welcoming myself back. I'll be like, how are you guys doing? I'm pretty sure these uploads should have been out a long time ago, but it is what it is. Don't mind my background. Don't mind my background sound. Like just keep it a buck, okay? Let's just keep it a buck, okay? Like that's all I gotta say. All right. So the topic is simple. It's about, well, how can I say this? I usually won't expose myself in some tea time, but like here and there, but like I expose when it comes to the topic of love. Yeah, let me just call it the topic of love, because low-key I don't want to expose myself. But yeah, that's the topic for today. It's going to be love and my opinions on it and whatever. As I don't think no one knows this, but like, I'm a hopeless romantic. Believe it or not. It depends. But like, yeah, I always had this desire of having a fairy tale, romantic comedy, love life type stuff. Who doesn't? I blame Disney. That's all I gotta say. I blame Disney. The whole blueprint of finding someone you love, your soulmate, and then you get married, and then you live happily ever after, and all that good stuff. But anyways, it's till this day, I still, desire as such to have a happily ever after with your soulmate here and there. But as would life would have it, it doesn't exactly go that easy, and love is just not that easy these days. Especially in my generation, apparently, Gen Z or whatever. But like, it's whatever. But like, still, to me, love is like, it's passionate. It's very unpredictable. You never know what you're getting out of it for real. But like, it's very odd. It's so odd. Honestly, that's all I could tell you. Like literally in my head, it's just very odd. And then there's just so much hardships here and there, because like, you never know what you're gonna get, honestly. But honestly, for me, I always pay attention to the brighter sides of it, like how it began, the moments. Don't get me started on the attention that was between each other. It's like cotton candy in your mouth, or like something delicious. Honestly, something very delicious in your mouth. Like, it's just a desire. It just makes you wanna. Oof, that's all I gotta say. Now, most people would be like, "Am I describing lust?" I'm like, no, I am not. I mean, like, with lust, you get such desires, such tensions, but it's empty on the side. There's no compassion in it, like, all the way. It's like, you get love, but without the wholesome parts. Like, in the middle, like, literally, it's either, like, it's like dying dash. It's just one-sided. You're just there for that sexual attention. And it's like, I don't want to say it gets boring a little bit, but it gets boring a little bit, It's just that, unfortunately. But still, we're not talking about lust, though. Lust has its priors, and so does love, but, like, But other than that, it's just like, love has its complications a lot. It's very, team effort, in my opinion. It's also very romantic. I will say, maybe I'm getting the difference between love and romance. Maybe I'm mixing up a little bit. But either way, like, still, it's that wholesome feeling that just feels amazing. Or the uncanny, but it's a positive, uncanny emotion. I would say that's just, again, it's my opinion. So I gotta say, maybe I should split the two or research the definitions or whatever. But yeah, it's definitely wonderful in a way until you get your heart broken, then it gets all tragic. And it really gets all tragic. But still, even when it gets tragic for me, it's like we have some good moments. Love the moments, cherish the moments. And then in the end, it's kind of like if I really love them, that I don't want them to feel miserable with me. So it's like I just let them go. And if they want to leave, like they could leave. Like I'll be sad, but I understand their part. Like I don't want this to be one-sided. I understand. However, I will say this though, if you are using those empathy strings of mine, because I know it gets me in trouble, because I know some people do use those strings of mine against me. So it's like, well, damn, why you gotta be like that, you know? Like, it's giving situationships, and honestly, I have some tea for y'all when it comes to situationships, for real. But I will not explain those teas. No, I will not. Because literally, I have a lot of secrets. Pretty secrets. I think that's one of my red flags. I got a lot of secrets about me. Because, like, at the end of the day, I got to protect myself. And some people around me, I'll be like, look, they say I could trust you, but in my opinion, I don't trust you. But, like, it's just what it is. To a degree, of course, to a degree. Like, literally, I could trust people for this situation or this topic, but with other sensitive topics, I cannot trust you with that. I am sorry. You have not proven me to get that level. I'm just sorry. Other than that, I would say that love is very, it's kind of like having an adventure. The romance is kind of like having an adventure. It's like a very interesting adventure. What chapter in your life type stuff. Like, are they going to join you, stick around or not? It's like, it's just the potential. Fortunately, my butt always stays at potential. No, your boy has never been in a relationship for real like that. Or something that's long term, unfortunately. Even though I'm a lover boy, I still have my problems. So there's still problems. I'm gonna be real. But other than that, though, still, that's therapy's job to do. I should really take myself to therapy. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm literally recording at flipping 2 a.m. in the morning. So keep that in mind. However, I just want to say, love is just very interesting to me. That's all I gotta say. It's a very interesting subject. I love to join into it time to time. But, unfortunately, it's the loving back. If the person is love, are you reciprocated? That's the question. Damn, these helicopters of love. Who they're trying to find? I don't know. But anyways, yes, I'm outside, y'all. Look, like I said, y'all don't listen to my background, y'all. That's all I gotta say. Ignore the background as best as you can. Oh my goodness. But other than that, though, like I said, I literally just enjoy the moments of it as it was positive and whatnot. But the negatives is kind of like, look, they're a downer, yes. Do I also float or in despair for a good moment or two? I do. I ain't gonna lie, I do. For some reason, that's kind of like the healing experience or the burning of just re-picking yourself up. I also enjoy that moment too. I know it's a little interesting, but hey, like I said, I did have my problems. I like the beginning, the middle, the ending too, but only because the feeling of picking myself back up feels really like rebirth in some way, or a new creation in some way. That's why that's just for me. It's like a phoenix type thing, like the burnout, and then I just come back right up into the ashes a little bit. Like I said, it's a horrible feeling, don't get me wrong, but however, picking myself back up is the best feeling. That, in my opinion. But anyways, that's just me. Like I said, y'all, I will not be spilling any of my tea. My romantic tea, you will never hear it on this channel. You will never hear it on this channel. I'm gonna be real. On this channel, you will never hear it. Never hear it. However, if it was on my other channel, I would say Gabe is my other channel. I'm just saying, for the people, the only reason, the only reason why y'all will never hear on this channel is because I got some folks who do listen to this podcast. So, I had to keep that in mind. So, some people would be like, look at me like, they're like, you know, come at me in real life being like, excuse me? You said this? You did what? Hearing my podcast, and it's mostly family members. I think particularly just one, because it depends. You know, she likes to listen sometimes. She pays attention sometimes. So it's like, you know, I gotta keep that in mind. But other than that, though, you know, I could go on about it, but like, you know, still, that's just how it is. My ass should go to sleep. Sandman is calling my name. But anyways, other than that, y'all, that's my opinion of the topic of love and whatever. I should be saying about breakups. I should have a podcast episode about breakups, because I have a lot to say on, you know, breakups in any term. Like, I'm talking like situationships, friendships, relationships, but like, you know, like, I guess me and imagining myself in a relationship in any way. I would say, like, literally breakups in general. Like, I should have an episode for that, in my opinion. But that's probably later, because again, it's getting very late. I got work tomorrow, but like, other than that, thank you for listening. I hope you guys have a good night or day or morning, wherever you guys are in. Oh my god, these helicopters, just get the criminal or something. But like, other than that, though, I hope you guys have a good night. Bye and stuff.